So, starting off in this video, you can see that there are a few colors assigned here and there, and they were not present in the previous versions, like the previous videos that I did, because off screen I just added a few materials. It's not a big deal, so I'm just gonna show you how that happens. I did this because I thought that most of the items that I had created were kind of becoming hard to see, so I just assigned basic colors. These are not textures, they are just materials. Right clicking and selecting those objects, going into the assign materials tab. You can see that because I kind of already assigned them, so I'm just showing you assign existing, and each one that shares the same material is going to be affected the same if you change the color values on that. So this video, however, is about making the scarf for her head. So to do that, we are going to be taking another polygon primitive and gonna delete off a few faces, place that the back of her head, and from there on we are just going to be blocking this out. Right now this is like a rough block out. I might have to take this into ZBrush later because some of the brushes inside of Autodesk Maya, they like the move brush and everything, they don't give you the amount of freedom ZBrush has. It's because ZBrush is a tool that only focuses on sculpting brushes, so we might have to take that over there. For now I'm gonna show you how I block this out, and yeah, let's get into the video. So you can see I'm selecting faces over here and extruding them. You can press the Ctrl plus E key when you have faces selected to extrude all of them at once. That's just what I did. What this does is creates back faces. You don't need those. So just go in and select those faces and delete them. We're doing this right now because we don't need like a lot of topology to work with. The back faces can and will create some problems when you have to work out the forms and stuff, so we just delete them. You may have noticed I'm not talking a lot in this video. It's because I had to do a voiceover. I kind of found out that my mic was busted and it was creating a lot of noise, so I bought a new one and I had to do a voiceover for this video, and I might have to do a voiceover for every other video that I shot after this, because surprise surprise, I didn't find out until I kind of got really far into the project. So my apologies to everybody watching this. Okay, so here you can see that I am just using the sculpting tool brush to make forms, because for cloth you need to make sure that some gravity is affecting whatever you're trying to make. And you can see some of the look can be achieved here in Autodesk, but more detailed kind of stuff can only be done inside of ZBrush. I kind of found that whenever I tried to move with the sculpting move brush, it was kind of creating a harder edge on some of the places that I wanted to smooth out, it doesn't really smooth it out the way I wanted it to, and for that I later used ZBrush. But for this block out, you can pretty much achieve whatever you're trying to do, in this case the scarf. Just smooth that out a bit. By double clicking any of those icons, you can come into the tool settings and adjust the amount of strength that you need for your brush. By default it might be too high, so whenever you click that, you might just accidentally cause a cave-in, which isn't something you're trying or looking to achieve. We're creating a little bit of puffiness inside of our clothing, which kind of just does exist because of gravity. Before we go into ZBrush, let's do what we can here, and later on we can move on to that. You can see that this is a lot of manual work, and sometimes you have to do that when you think your forms aren't coming in proper. You might have to spend a lot of time to make sure that they do. You may notice that sometimes when we're using the sculpting tool brush, your polygons go black. That's because you have the 3 key pressed on your keyboard. It's showing you a smooth preview, and sculpting tool brushes can't read that properly sometimes, so you have to create, like, whenever you click that, make sure you press the 1 key and it'll fix itself after that. Alternatively, if you think you need more geometry, you can always just smooth it out, and then when you use your brush, it's not going to cause that problem. So yeah, I don't know, it's an issue inside of Maya, but it can be solved that way. So next thing is just deleting the history and assigning that same gold material just so you can see it better. You can see there's a few pinches forming around, especially the edges and the bottom part, but we'll fix those later. Just now need to sort out most of the forms and make sure there's a bit of a space in here for the hair to flow, because that's how it's going to be flowing, like wave kind of form. And we're gonna have another bit over here that's going to be shorter hair. Yeah, like this in the image over here. So I'm just looking at my model from every view just to see if everything is coming up clean. And now we apply a bit of smoothing, because first it was just the 3 key pressed, and that's not actual smooth preview, because if you try to export anything with just that, what it's gonna do is it's just gonna export it in low poly resolution, and that's not something we are looking for. So we apply the smooth to everything and we delete out the history on that.